Now we will be discussing about the taxability of the allowances, and first of all we will be discussing about the house rent allowance. So either the employer can give to the employee a house facility. If the employer owns a house, or employer can take the same on lease and then provide the same to the employee. That is known as house facility. And if that facility is not provided, then in that particular case, the employer, he can give house rent allowance to the employees. So at first one is what? House rent allowance. That is a monetary payment. So you can take anywhere any house on rent, pay the rent out of that allowance. So we are discussing about the taxability of the house rent allowance. First of all, we are discussing what about the taxability of house rent allowance, and that is section 1013A. Section 1013A, it is dealing with the house rent allowance, how exemption is provided. So here, house rent allowance is a fixed monetary payment which is given by the employer to the employee. Here, least of the following amount is exempt. In case of HRA, least of the following amount is exempt. In case of HRA, least of the following amount is exempt. Number one is rent paid minus 10% of salary. It is rent paid minus 10% of salary. Number two is 40% of salary or 50% of salary. Where 50% of salary? In case if you are residing in Bombay, that is Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata and Chennai. If you are residing in Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata and Chennai, it is 50% of salary. And number third is actual house rent allowance granted to the employee. Now we are saying that here least of the following amount is exempt. Number one is rent paid minus 10% of salary. Number two is 40% or 50% of salary. Number three is what? Actual HRA granted to the employee. Now here, what do you mean? What do you mean by what? The salary here. Salary is equal to what? Basic salary plus DNS allowance. DNS allowance to the extent it forms part of retirement benefits plus percentage wise fixed commission on turnover achieved plus percentage wise fixed commission on turnover achieved. So salary means basic salary plus DNS allowance to the extent it forms part of retirement benefits plus percentage wise fixed commission on turnover achieved. And here salary is taken on due basis. Salary is taken on due basis for the period for which HRA is provided to the employee. Here salary is taken on due basis for the period for which the HRA is provided to the employee. Now basically, the taxability of HRA depends upon the following factors. Factors are what? One is HRA itself, house rent allowance itself. Other one is rent paid. One is salary. And one is place of living. On these four factors, the taxability depends. So if these four factors are, say, uniform for a specific period, we can, compute the taxable amount. We can compute the taxable amount for that period, say 1 month, and then multiply it for how many months these factors have remained uniform. So the thing is, we have to compute the taxable portion for the period for which these factors, say, remain uniform. If it's uniform throughout the year, then for 1 month we can say compute the taxable amount and multiply it by 12 to determine what? The taxable house rent allowance. So here HRA exemption is provided in section 10(13)(a). Section 10 is dealing with the exempt income. So HRA is an allowance which is granted to the employee for payment of rent of his residence. And here least of the following amount is exempt. One is the actual HRA received. Other one is the rent paid minus 10% of salary. And one is 40% of salary. In case of Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai, Kolkata, it is 50% of salary. And in case if the assessee is living in his own house, then the entire amount of HRA will be what? Chargeable to tax. In case the assessee is living in his own house, then the entire amount of HRA will be what? Chargeable to tax. And in case the assessee has not incurred any expenditure in respect of payment of rent, if the assessee has not incurred any expenditure in respect of payment of rent, then also the entire HRA is what? Taxable. Then also the entire HRA, the same is what? Taxable. So the taxability of HRA depends upon these factors. Salary, as I have already discussed, salary means basic salary plus DNS allowance to the extent it forms part of retirement benefits, plus what? Percentage wise fixed commission on turnover. Salary is taken on due basis for the period for which HRA is granted to the employee, and the computation of HRA depends upon the HRA actually received, amount of rent paid, salary of the employee, and place of situation of the rented house. And if there is any change in any of the factors, then we have to work out the taxable portion or exempted portion on monthly basis. Now one question is there which we will be discussing. Mr. Mohit, it has been asked for 8 marks initially in the intermediate examination, May 12. Mr. Mohit is employed with XY Limited. His basic salary is 10,000 per month. Basic salary is rupees 10,000 per month. And is also entitled DA. DA is 100% of basic salary. 100% of basic salary. 50% is included in the retirement benefits. 50% forms part of retirement benefits. That is 5,000 rupees per month. Here it forms the part of retirement benefits. HRA is 6,000 per month. HRA is 6,000 per month. But from 1st of January, this HRA has been enhanced to rupees 7,000 per month. Same has been enhanced to 7,000 per month. Then from 1st of February, he get an increment of rupees 1,000 per month in his basic salary. 1st of February, his salary has been increased from 10,000 to 11,000 per month. Now DA will become what? 5500, forming part of retirement benefits. Rent paid April and May, it is nil. April and May, say they are saying nil. So whatever amount is received, HRA, entire HRA will be taxable during this period. Then June to October, that is 6,000 per month. Then November to March, it is what? 8,000 per month. This is in Delhi. And here it is in Ghaziabad. Here it is Ghaziabad. Now what they are saying is compute is gross salary for assessment year, relevant assessment year. We are required to compute the gross salary. So here computation of gross salary. We have to compute what? Gross salary. First of all, in a working note, we will be what? Computing the taxable house rent allowance. First of all, we will be computing what? The taxable house rent allowance. Computation of taxable house rent allowance. We are computing the taxable house rent allowance. First month, April and May. April and May. Since they are providing that in case of April and May, the assessee is living with his parents. Assessee is living with his parents. When the assessee is living with his parents, entire HRA will be taxable. Why entire HRA will be taxable? Since rent paid is zero. We haven't paid any rent. Therefore, whatever HRA is received by us, the same will be fully taxable. So, how much HRA has been received in April and May? You are saying HRA is 6,000 per month. So, here 6,000 into 2. 12,000 rupees is the taxable portion of the house rent allowance. Then, look now, we have from June to October, we can compute it together because from November, there is a change in the place of living as well as what? Rent. So here, we are computing from June to October. June to October. Put the same in formula. We are computing for 1 month and then multiplying June, July, August, September and October. Then multiplying the same by the period. That is for say 5 months. So from June to October, first is rent paid minus 10% of salary. As you are aware, salary means basic salary plus DNS allowance to the extent which forms part of retirement benefits plus percentage wise fixed commission on turnover. So they are paying rent of how much? 6,000 rupees for 1 month we are computing. Minus 10% of salary, and salary here means basic salary plus DA to the extent it forms part of retirement benefits. That is 10,000 plus 5,000. 10% of 15,000. So it works out to be how much? 4,500. 6,000 minus 1,500 is what? 4,500. Second point is 40% of salary. 40% of salary. 40% into 15,000 is the salary. So it is 6,000 rupees. Second is 6,000. And third one is actual HRA. Actual HRA granted to the employee. HRA is 6,000. Least of the following amount is exempt. Here, least of the same is exempt. So how much amount is exempt? 4,500 is exempt. So out of the HRA received, from HRA received we will make the exemption. Actual HRA is how much? $6,000 less exempt 4,500 taxable HRA 1,500 for how many months? It is April. Say it is sorry. It is for how many months? June to October. That is June to October. We are computing for June to October. Na? June to October. So June, July, August, September, October. 5 months it is. So your taxable portion works out to be how much? Your taxable portion works out to be 7,500. This is taxable HRA. This is taxable HRA. That is 7,500 rupees per month. Then our comes for the November. We can calculate for November and December. November and December can be calculated together because salary changes in the month of January. Salary changes in the month of January. So here, November and December. November and December. Here least of the following is exempt. Number one is rent paid minus 10% of salary. Rent paid has now been enhanced to 8,000. Salary is same, 10% of 15,000. That is 1,500. So 8,000 minus 1,500. That is 6,500. Number two is 50% of salary. Since place of living is in Delhi now, so it will be 7,500. 15,000 into 50%. And number third is actual HRA. Actual HRA is here is same. HRA remains 6,000 only. So what is the least amount? Least amount is 6,000. So HRA received $6,000 less exempt 6,000. So taxable HRA is nil. For how many months? For 2 months. That it will be nil for November and December. Then comes our January. We calculate for January because here HRA has increased for January. So one is rent paid minus 10% of salary. Rent paid is how much? Rent paid is 8,000 minus 10% of salary. 10% of salary still remains same, 15,000. So this part is same, that is what? 6,500. Second is 50% of salary. 50% of salary is 15,000 into 50%. That is 7,500. And third one is the actual HRA received. It has been announced now. Actual HRA is 7,000. So least of the following is exempt. Least of the following is exempt. Here, how much amount will be exempt? 6,500 will be exempt. For a month we have calculated. So HRA received is 7,000 less exempt, it is 6,500. So therefore taxable HRA is taxable HRA is 500. Then our last 2 months, that is February and March. This is February and March. We'll be computing for February and March. Look, what is here? Rent paid minus 10% of salary. Rent paid has been 8,000 minus 10% of salary. Now salary has been enhanced. It is now 11,000 plus 500, 5,500. That is 11,000 plus 5,500. It is 16,500, 1650. It works out to be 8,000 minus 1650, 6350. Then second point is 50% of salary. 50% of salary, that is 50% of 16,500, 8250. This is what 8250. And third one is actual HRA. Actual HRA is how much? 7,000. Least of the following amount is exempt. 6350 will be exempt. Taxable HRA will be how much? Taxable HRA is equal to HRA received 7,000 less exempt 6350. So here it will be what? 650. 650 is taxable HRA. For 2 months it will be taxable. That is what? February and March. So it works out to be 1,300 rupees. 1,300 rupees. So now we can calculate our gross salary. Look how the gross salary will be calculated. First it is basic salary. How much basic salary was initially? Initially it was 10,000 per month. It is 10,000 per month. बेसिक सैलरी देखिए, ये अपने फाइनेंशियल ईयर हो गया 1/4/2020 से लेके 31/3/2021 तक. बेसिक सैलरी पहले थी 10,000 पर मंथ, 10 महीने के लिए रही है. उसके बाद ये क्या हो गई? 11,000 हो गई थी फरवरी और मार्च की. 11,000 इंटू 2, 10,000 इंटू 10 हो गई. अप्रैल से लेके, अगर आपको ध्यान है, अप्रैल से लेके ये जनवरी तक, ये फरवरी एंड मार्च की. ठीक है, वहां नहीं लिखना है आपको, ये इस तरह से बताना है. डीएनएस अलाउंस कितना है? डीएनएस अलाउंस ये है 100% ऑफ बेसिक सैलरी, 100% ऑफ बेसिक सैलरी, ये टैक्सेबल होगा फुल्ली। तो पहले बेसिक देखो, बेसिक कितनी हो गई, 1,00,000 और 22,000। डीए भी फुल्ली टैक्सेबल हो गया, 1,00,000 और 22,000। फिर टैक्सेबल एचआरए अभी अपन ने निकाला है नीचे, वो लिख लेते हैं हम, टैक्सेबल हाउस रेंट अलाउंस। देखते जाते हैं कितना कितना टैक्सेबल अमाउंट आ रहा है। देखिए पहले आया था अपने 7,500 रुपये, पहले अप्रैल और मई में 12,000, 12,000 अप्रैल मई का, 7,500 रुपये बाद का। फिर ये जून से लेके आ गया था अपना नवंबर और दिसंबर का नील, जनवरी का 500 और फिर 1,300, 500 और 1,300, 500 और 1,300। तो कितना हो गया देखिए, 12,000 प्लस 7,500 प्लस 500 प्लस 1,300, 21,000 और 300 ये आ गया टैक्सेबल एचआरए। अब आपके ग्रॉस सैलरी कितनी हो गई, ग्रॉस सैलरी हो गई कितनी, ग्रॉस सैलरी हो गई 1,22,000 प्लस 1,22,000 प्लस 21,300, 2,65,300। ये आपके क्या है, ग्रॉस सैलरी वर्कआउट होके आ रही है, ये ग्रॉस सैलरी वर्कआउट होके आ रही है 2,65,300। तो इस तरह से अपने को हाउस रेंट अलाउंस की टैक्सेबिलिटी के क्वेश्चंस क्या है डिस्कस करने। दिस वाज टैक्सेबिलिटी ऑफ एचआरए। ठीक है, तो ये पहला एचआरए की टैक्सेबिलिटी के रिलेशन में अपन ने क्वेश्चन डिस्कस किया, साथ के साथ ग्रॉस सैलरी की हमने कंप्यूटेशन करी।